If your guys ain't pushing your music the way they're pushing me, you need new guys.
Yes.
Pushing
I
you,
push
bro.
my nigga out the way he pushed me.
You need new guys.
Leave the way.
Guys, it's me, Kelvin, and welcome back to Afrobeat News. You know what, source of Afrobeatz entertainment and just coming at you. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe as well as non-post notification, and stay tuned for more Afrobeat related entertainment and just coming at you. So, guys, first up in the gist, you guys saw the initial clip I played for you. In case you guys are still unsure who those guys are Black Bones and the one and only Superboy Check. Now, that's just to show you guys how far these guys has been in the game. You know, these guys have been together like as friends, as pals from the day one, from the inception of from their start through music to their journey through music, and you know, since then they've been together. Anyway, guys, this is exactly what Black Bones had to say about that particular had to caption that particular clip that I played for you from the start. He captioned it with this: we were broke together, hustled together, now we're on the charts together. Long may this continue. My best friend at Superboy Check. Now, guys, first question I have for you guys: do you think this is just some kind of media push? That's, you know, sometimes these artists, they try to make themselves look like they've been good pals for a while, just to, you know, make fans feel interested in whatever they have going on so that they can sell more music. So do you think this is genuine? Do you think actually this is fact? Black Bones and Check, they knew each other from the jump and they've been friends, you know, from the get-go, from the back in those days where things were not as convenient to now that they are in their green pastures. Yeah, guys, tell me your opinion about this, and let's move on to the next gist. Now, moving on to the next gist, you have an up-and-coming artist in the game that recently dropped a song. Now, the guy's name is Ruger, young guy in the game. I think he's just 22 right now. Real name Michael, signed to Johnson World, you know, the subsidiary of Mavins. Johnson World, in case you guys don't know, is owned by the one and only The Prince, the brother of Don Jazzy, who is the owner of the Maven brand, the Maven record. Anyway, Ruger recently dropped like a single, Bounce, dropped a video for the single as well, which, you know, is doing some numbers right now. So you guys can go check it out. Check out this single, Bounce, on YouTube. What do you think about that song? Is it lyrical enough? Is it good enough for you guys? And do you think that song is going to set him up for a bright future in the industry? Personally, I feel that's a good song. I love the fact that the song did have some Caribbean touch to it, you know, a little bit of Caribbean influence, so like a spicing, and then the guy was just, you know, out there, very clear with his vocals as well. I love the clear vocals, and I love that it was a breath of fresh air, different from what we're used to hearing nowadays. So, guys, what do you think about this new school cats? Man like Michael, man like Ruger. Anyway, moving on from Ruger to somebody else, you have the entire family of Adeleke, the entire Adeleke family, Davido's family. This is a picture of the 5 kids with their father, the Adeleke himself. Now, what do you guys think about this particular picture? Bearing in mind that within this picture, you have over $1 billion. I'm kidding you not. Davido's dad is worth over $700 million. Davido is worth, you know, millions of dollars, and his brothers as well are worth like millions and millions of dollars. These guys together, they are worth, I kid you not, over billion, like over $1 billion plus. So what do you guys think about the picture? And I really want to know, who do you guys aspire to be like among the 6 of them in this picture? Would you guys aspire? Do you guys aspire to be like, you know, the older brother Adewale Adeleke, sisters Sharon and Ashley Coco? Would you guys really aspire to be like? And don't give me the easy answer, Davido. Don't tell me Davido, because within this picture, Davido is not the richest. Davido's fathers and his brothers are way richer than him. So consider that before you give me your answer. Anyway, moving on from the Adelekes to something a bit more personal to Davido. Now, of recent, it was Forbes magazine, the popular Forbes magazine, listed Davido as the #1 icon in Africa. So they made a list of the 100 icons and innovations in Africa, and Davido came out #1. Guys, what do you think about this achievement? Is this really the position Davido deserves? Does Davido deserve to be seen as the #1 icon in Africa? This is Forbes list, by the way. This is Forbes list. They're doing this thing, and Davido happened to be the #1 icon. What do you guys think about that? Now, moving on from that to our queen Tiwa Savage. Now, Tiwa is out here. She's out here. She's getting her glow on. She's in the mood for album release. You guys should know by now that Tiwa is getting to release an album, Watangavi, and she's just out here looking fabulous, fantastic. Here's a clip of Tiwa just chilling, having a good time, waiting for the album drop. Run it. And here's another clip of Tiwa chilling with Pharrell, the popular producer and icon in the American music industry. Pharrell, seeking his input on the album, and having him listen and give her his opinion on her album. Here's that clip. Roll it.
This is like I like the soul that was in that. That's fucking crazy.
Man, I can't. Like, I got goosebumps because I haven't played it for so many people. I'm always scared, because I don't.
Listen, anybody that don't get that just shouldn't be listening to music. Like, you're right. That's not a commercial song, but that's a classic. And be clear that it's okay to have a classic, and that right there, that's like boat music.
So yeah, guys, what do you think about what's going on right now with Tiwa? And do you guys agree with the opinion of Pharrell as regards Tiwa's album Watangavi? Do you think it will live up to what Pharrell is saying? And now, moving on from one queen in Tiwa Savage to another queen in DJ Copy. You have DJ Copy out here flexing, and I'm going to be very, very, very clear with this. DJ Copy is out here, beautiful, wonderful lady doing her thing, but she likes to flex. I mean, this lady flex. This is a picture of her, with a pink Lamborghini, and this is what she tagged the pink pink Lamborghini. She tagged it with this: "Your car could never." Pretty much showing us the stunts that a car can pull off, and telling people out there that your car can never do something like this. Guys, let me talk. Give me a minute to talk about this. Copy, love her. She's a great musician, great DJ as well. But there are things that she put online that really makes people come for her hard. The reason why it seems like every minute of the day is all about DJ Copy. Somebody's saying one thing. Even within the industry, people are taking shots at her. It's because of things that she does like this. When she starts taunting hard on guys, like oppressing on a major level, guys. So guys, yeah, it's all good. What do you guys think about this? DJ Copy looking fabulous and also having fun, just poking fun for fun at guys out there. Anyway, our people, I don't mean like guys in terms of like the male gender. I just mean people out there generally. She's just flexing, doing what every celebrity is doing right now, flexing what they have. And still on DJ Copy, you have her with her two cute puppies. She recently reviewed her puppies, and damn, these things look gorgeous. They don't even look like puppies in my books. These things look gorgeous, beautiful looking puppies. What do you guys think about it? And yeah, moving on to the next news, you have this list. So there's this list that was recently uncovered or revealed by Spotify. This is a list of the highest listened to Afrobeat artists on Spotify. Now, before I even go on to unveil the list to you guys, have this in mind that Spotify is a streaming service that is mostly used by Europeans and the Americans. So you're talking about mostly the US, the UK, and all of that stuff. And like I said before, in one of my videos in the past, Burna Boy have a very strong international influence. Like in the UK, Burna Boy have a very cult following, also in the US as well. Same thing with Wizkid. So Davido not as much. I'm going to be honest, Davido not as much. So anyway, without much ado, this is the list. The most listened male Afrobeat artists on Spotify. This doesn't include the females, right? In number 1 position, you have the one and only Burna Boy with about 10.6 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Then followed by Mr. Easy with about 5.1 million listeners as well. Now, Mr. Easy also very predictable, have a very strong following in the UK, especially in London. That's Mr. Easy's zone. So this guy, you can see why he got the number 2 spot. Wizkid comes third. Of course, Wizkid is huge also in the UK, and most especially as well as in the US. Then you have Rema. Now Rema is quite surprising, man. You guys know Rema is relatively new in the industry compared to some of these other folks. And the fact that Rema is able to beat Davido to the number 4 spot, taking in about 3.4 million monthly listeners on Spotify, is quite surprising. So anyway, Davido comes next on the 5th position with about 3.2 million monthly listeners. Then you have Afrobeatz with 2.5 million listeners. Of course, that this guy had that huge Joanna song that is just huge everywhere, especially in UK, the US, and all that. So definitely that numbers will be coming in. Then you have Fuse ODG, and this came as a shocker to me. Fuse ODG, in case you guys don't know, this guy have been almost like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to sound very disrespectful, but he's not been hot for a long time right now. I think when it was hot was 2015, 16, and maybe 2017. And then he had those bigger Zone 2 songs, and they were just everywhere in UK, in Europe, and in America. But after that wave of Zone 2 and those Zone 2 movement died down, his career pretty much declined. So I don't know how come he's still pulling these numbers. But anyway, Fuse ODG, man like Fuse ODG is able to secure this number 7 position ahead of Malik Berry, 1.1. Again, Malik Berry, you could argue that this guy right now is not popping as much. And the numbers though that these guys are still pulling, despite the fact that they've not been like popping as much, is quite surprising. Then you have Techno in the number 9th position, which is with 1.06 million monthly listeners. And personally, I'll tell you that I feel Techno should be a bit higher, because Techno is still popping, despite the fact he's not been putting as much project out there. He's still popping, and he has more hit songs than people like Malik Berry and Fuse ODG, as well as even Afrobeatz. Anyway, finally, you have a newcomer in the game, Olamide, taking the world by storm, becoming the 10th highest listened Afrobeat artist in the Nigerian music industry. So yeah, guys, as you can see, there's some fresh face in the game. Rema taking the world by storm. Rema, just very fresh in the game, has already secured himself a position right up there, number 4th position, right up there, breaking through into the international scene. And another thing I have to state as well is that, these Spotify listeners, like listening platforms, should also tell you the influence that these guys have, right? So if you check their monthly listeners, you should be able to know how far they've been able to conquer the international scene. So Burna Boy, Easy, Wizkid, Rema, Davido, Afrobeatz, Fuse ODG, these guys are known pretty well worldwide compared to other artists that don't really come close or don't pull the kind of numbers that you're pulling on Spotify. So guys, tell me, what do you think about this? Do you think my analysis of this Spotify listing is accurate or not? Now moving on to the one and only Bella Shmurda. Now, in case some of you don't know, Bella Shmurda of recent dropped an alternate chord to World. The single World, he dropped an alternate chord, which was the version he was supposed to release, but maybe things just did not work out. He didn't like that version very well. He decided to make a new version and released it. So that's the one we are currently hearing. But finally, he dropped the alternate version, the previous one probably that he worked on. And in this alternate quote, there's a particular line where he said that Atiku took money, stole money. and used it to give to Genevieve, and Genevieve used the money to buy a wig. The question now that's in everybody's mind is, how did Bella Shmurda came up with this information? Did he just make this thing up? Did he have a reliable source? Anyway, this is what the fan came out to tweet as regards the newly released song. She tweeted, how did Bella Shmurda knows that Atiku packed money give Genevieve, and at the end of the day, she used them buy weave? Question mark with laughing emojis and all that. And yeah, that's pretty much what's going on right now in the world of music, man. Fans out here are wondering what's going on with Bella Shmurda. Is Bella Shmurda making things up, dragging Genevieve into a saga that she knows nothing about, dragging the queen into a saga that she knows nothing about? Or is she getting some reliable information from some source out there that we don't know about? So guys, tell me, what do you think about it? And have you listened to the alternate court of world? If not, trust me guys, you need to go and listen to it. Next up in the gist, you have the Ajabo Hustlers, the Port Harcourt-based singers, musicians. Now they are gearing up to release a new album. So of recent they came out to tweet this. The album is coming. So guys, tell me, what do you think about the Ajabo Hustlers? First of all, have you heard of them? Do you know who they are? And have you listened to the song they have with Olamide? Great song, by the way, great song. I think if you've not heard of them, that should be an introduction to them. Go check out Ajabo Hustlers featuring Olamide. Olamide had a killer verse on that particular joint. And if you've heard of them, are you looking forward to an album from them? And guys, that is that for that. Moving on to the next gist, guys, you have the return of the king, the return of the one and only Wande Cole. Now, this is a video of Wande Cole affirming his return to the industry, making it known that he's coming back with bangers, straight up bangers. This is a clip, roll it.
The New Testament of music.
Oh, really? Dream, kill it.
So guys, are you looking forward to the return of the king, the legendary icon, the man himself, Wande Cole? And if you're looking forward to his comeback, which of the collabs do you want to see? We've seen Wande Cole with Joe Boy, we've seen him with Fiber, we've also seen him with Rexy on the beat. Which collab so far are you looking forward to? Tell me about that. And yeah guys, that's Wande Cole, man, the legend himself. And let's shift a little bit to some international news. Now, there are things that go on sometimes in this industry that I don't really understand. Sometimes fans just make up some claims and put it on the artists, like on the artist, and the artists have to come out to clear the air. And I don't really understand that. I don't understand why somebody would just sit down, manufacture something and put it out there, and have these people and have other people believing that their favorite artist is doing something that probably they are not really involved or invested in. So that's one of those things that I don't really understand, all those speculations and news. Anyway, it seems like of recent, Nicki Minaj has been a victim of stuff like that. So of course there's been news going about that she did coke, or she has done coke, or something about coke. And this is not the coke that you drink, but if you guys get it, this is the white coke. So without much ado, this is a clip of Nicki Minaj coming out to clarify to her fans that she has never done coke in her life, that though she might have done other drugs in the past, but coke is not one of them. So here's a clip. Roll it.
Can I just say something? I don't know. Hey, I don't know if it's just me, but I wouldn't be embarrassed about any fucking drug I did. That's why I talk about the motherfucking drugs I do in my motherfucking music. Always have, always fucking will. If I'm off them, I'm off them, child. But I want to make this clear. So open everybody's ears, listen to your, clean them ears out. I have never, ever in my life, with my hand to Jesus Christ, and y'all know how I feel about my Lord and Savior, never in my life, ever, not even once, sniffed coke. Ever. Since I was a kid.
So guys, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? And if that kind of news is going around and Nicki Minaj never came out to address it, would you have ever believed that Nicki Minaj does coke? Anyway, moving on from that news to another news, you have this very strange video, very strange video that has recently resurfaced online of Olamide and Naira Marley. It shows like Olamide, I don't know whether kissing or pecking Naira Marley on the face in a club, and it just has that kind of weird vibes to it. This is a clip of that. Roll it. So guys, what do you think about that? Is that what I'm saying? Is Olamide actually giving Naira Marley a peck on the cheek or something like that? And how weird, on like on a scale of weird to weirder to weirdest, how weird is that video actually? Anyway, moving on from Naira Marley to some new school cats. You have Joe Boy, Fireboy, and Superboy Check. These guys are currently working on a new project, a new single, a new banger that is soon to drop. Here's a clip of them together previewing the music. Roll it. Snipers that they put out, are you feeling it? Do you think it's going to be a banger? Personally, I think it's going to be a banger. I think it's a certified banger already, and I'm just looking forward to it. So guys, yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. Really enjoyed chatting with you guys and dropping some interesting Afrobeats information and news for you guys. Don't forget guys to like and subscribe as well as turn on post notification and follow me on all social media platforms. And guys, I'm out now though. Peace.